What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? What's going on here today? How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's having a fantastic day. Sorry for being a little late into this stream. Just huge news, just all around. When there was a need for an Arizona Cardinal fan to try to get some training camp tickets, when it's been sold out, and I've never seen anything like this ever happen before, where a training camp tickets have been sold out. A fellow Arizona Cardinal, member in Twitter ended up, gracing me, giving me some tickets as well. So I will be going to the training camp tomorrow, which I'm absolutely super excited for. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen. If we can get some fire emojis in the comments below, I would definitely really appreciate it. I'm very, very excited about, 1 week from now, we got Arizona Cardinals versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And that's what we're going to be diving into today for the most part of this stream. Just basically answering questions, kind of talking back and forth, kind of like how you're feeling about the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I know we haven't been getting a lot of great news lately, but in the grand scheme of things, this is the time, right? This is the time where you really feel like you have a chance at the Lombardi right here. This is the moment. Now, I'm not quite sure if that's going to happen for the Arizona Cardinals this time around, but hey, there's always the hope and the prayer that the Arizona Cardinals are going to have a chance. Just like that scene in Dumb and Dumber where I was like, so you're telling me we have a chance. That's all we really need. And obviously with the start of preseason and then the regular season, anything is possible for the Arizona Cardinals. So super excited about it. Super excited about going to training camp. I'm really, really hoping that they have those alternate helmets over there, because I'm definitely going to make sure I make a pit stop over to the fan shop to see exactly what they have in stock. So big shout out to a few people that are in the stream right now. We got Real Tiki God, we got Lennon Wolf, we got Silver Wolf up in the house, Mark Jackson, Chance, Ernesto. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you for being here. We're gonna have a very good stream today. A couple different plugs I want to talk about before we start the Arizona Cardinals, what to expect, Cardinals versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I definitely want to say one thing here is, if you guys do not know, I am a recent season ticket holder for the Arizona Cardinals. Not trying to flex or anything like that. I just want to let you know what I'm trying to offer for this channel and channel members. So if you do become a channel member of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, it's $3.99 for the month. Super, super cheap. And if you can't do it, no worries. I completely understand. But we are giving away game day tickets, at least one per month. So we got September, October, November, and December. At least one game we'll be giving away for a channel member. You'll be getting 2 tickets as well as a parking pass absolutely for free. All you really need to do is become a channel member of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. $3.99 per the month for one for your name to be put in the drawing once. If you want to get your name put in the drawing twice, you need to go to the second tier. And then the third tier is going to be where your name gets put in the drawing 3 times. So just keep in mind that that is a possibility. If you do want to win some, regular season tickets, the possibility is here on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. So really excited about all these things that are coming our way. Let's get started. Arizona Cardinals versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's get this going. Football's back. Now, it's just preseason, right? I know a lot of people are like, hey, chill, Mike. It's just preseason. But this means football is back in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what else, what more do you want? The Arizona Cardinals versus the Cincinnati Bengals. It's going to be this coming Friday let me find the exact time. Now, I am going based off of Arizona time, so keep that in mind. Right now, that's going to be Pacific time, so keep that in mind. So it's going to be this Friday, August the 12th, 4:30 p.m. AZ time is when the Arizona Cardinals will be playing their first preseason game against the Bengals. And then the week after that, it's going to be at home, Ravens versus Cardinals. And then right after that, it's going to be the Arizona Cardinals versus the Tennessee Titans. Now, they will be having dual practices as well, Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. So definitely pretty cool about that. So things to really kind of talk about, like what to expect, right? I know there's a lot of fans that really don't follow preseason very much, but preseason has some pretty exciting things on its own, right? I honestly do think in the grand scheme of things, when you're taking a look at preseason, it's an opportunity to see a lot of the young players that are either undrafted, the people that are coming out of the draft, or people that just never had very much good luck, or just free agents that are coming on and hoping for a 53-man roster spot. So honestly, I find excitement coming into this preseason. It's just a step closer into the ability of having the regular season come that much closer. But what to expect? Now, I don't foresee starters being out there very long. Now, if you're like a very, very new Arizona Cardinal fan, it's kind of like the same trend that we've been seeing a lot. If you're looking for starters to play, you might want to look out for game 2. Now, that's probably just going to be like a drive or maybe just even a quarter. Or if they notice that the starters are getting completely beat up, they're probably going to pull them out. This very first game, you're probably going to see Kyler Murray and the starters, maybe one drive, maybe even 2 drives, but that will probably be the extent of what you're going to be seeing for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I don't have any inside information at all. I'm just going based off what we've seen year in and year out. The first game of the preseason, you'll see the starters trying to get them try to come get them back into the swing of things, the speed of the NFL game. And I do see Kyler Murray possibly getting maybe a drive or 2, but that would probably be the extent of it. If you're looking for a full quarter, that's probably not going to happen to possibly game 2. And then game 3, which is going to be against the Tennessee Titans, you're not going to see any starters at all. There's no point in risking it at all to put your starters out there at all. But like I said, it's TBD at this very moment. We're most likely going to hear a little closer towards the preseason game. So we still have 7 days, so 6 days till we finally figure out if we're going to see Kyler Murray or not. Now, like we said, we have a lot of kind of drama that's been hindering this Arizona Cardinal team. The Cardinals being in the headlines for the wrong reasons, just up and down. And I think that the Cardinals, they're the only ones that are going to be able to kind of get away from this stigma that's been put out there for them, right? The Kyler Murray addendum, and everything else that's kind of been floating around this Arizona Cardinal team. Their real hope and pray is that, hey, let's just kind of see what we can do in this preseason and look forward to the regular season. It's all that we can go ahead and really see at this very moment. Now, there was a press conference from Cliff Kingsbury earlier today. I believe it was a few hours back. His press conference was pretty entertaining, right? I do believe that Cliff Kingsbury said that we most likely will see Kyler Murray tomorrow. Now, if you're going to training camp tomorrow, you most likely will see him tomorrow suit up. Now, what the extent of is how much we're going to see him is pretty much up in the air, right? The first time that I went to training camp this year was this last Monday, and unfortunately, Kyler Murray ended up getting sick. He didn't show up. DeAndre Hopkins probably had a day off as well. So we didn't really have a lot of stars out there, but we did see some people that were really pretty exciting to see in training camp. And we'll talk a little bit about that, who I'm excited to see, this preseason more than anything. So, but Kyler Murray should be playing tomorrow. Not playing, but I'm sorry. Kyler Murray should be suited up to have the practice. It is essentially what I'm trying to say. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited to see Kyler Murray. I feel like it's been long overdue to see Kyler Murray in a Cardinal uniform. Like, I miss Sundays, ladies and gentlemen. I miss Sundays where football comes in and we can just see Kyler Murray play some football. Like, I'm just super excited about it. Just overall, players that I'm really excited about, like, obviously, I think the draft picks are definitely an opportunity for them to really shine. Trey McBride, right? He was hurt. I think he had a back issue. And I believe he might not be a full participant, but we did get Max Williams back, so that's a plus there. Zach Ertz is a go as well. I know he was kind of struggling with his own little injury here, but I do believe we're going to have our 2 tight ends tomorrow. The only one that's kind of up in the air is, Trey McBride. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Real quick. What's one draft pick that you guys are very, very, very excited to see this preseason? Now, this is kind of the time where you get your excitement about the draft picks coming out. Who's the one player that you are very excited about this Arizona Cardinals team, just to see them play, right? I'll give you a recap here. So the second round pick, Trey McBride. Third round, Cameron Thomas. And the next one is going to be Najee Sanders. I apologize. The next one is going to be Keontae Ingram. The next one is going to be Smith. I always butcher his first name, and I'm not going to try it. It's the offensive lineman, Smith. And then we have the cornerback, Chris Matthew. And then we have the linebacker, Jesse Lukata. And then we have another offensive lineman, Marquise Hayes. And a lot of people are saying he's sneaky. He's sneaky. So who are you guys excited about coming into this preseason, about, being excited about, watching them play? I know there's a lot of people coming into the comments and saying Najee Harris. Why do I keep saying Harris? My goodness, Najee Sanders. I apologize. Najee Sanders. A lot of people are very excited about it. I want to see it, right? I think one of the biggest concerns for me specifically is we have holes still. And I think last time I looked, we do have $15+ million in cap room. Now, I can foresee the Arizona Cardinals still look into like getting more people in this roster, because the cornerback roles is a little concerning to me. I'm not going to lie. The cornerback role is pretty concerning. The edge position is a little concerning as well. I think those two are going to be the positions that I'm really like, hey, we really need to kind of emphasize, like, what are we going to do in these positions, Steve Keim? Can we address it, especially cornerback? I think Cliff Kingsbury talked yesterday about the state of the cornerback role. He talked about Marco Wilson. The confidence level didn't seem very, very high in Marco Wilson. I'm not going to lie to you, but there's still more training camp. But there's still preseason games to play. So his mind could obviously change, his mind of Marco Wilson and what can be become. But that's kind of all we have, right? Marco Wilson coming into his second year, and then we have Byron Murphy. Now, we also do have Josh Jackson, but we don't know what we have in him. So I would love the opportunity for maybe the Arizona Cardinals to pull the trigger on a veteran cornerback and possibly bringing in a veteran edge player, because Marcus Golden, he's a G. I love him. But I don't know 100% if he's going to be able to wreak havoc like Chandler Jones used to do. Now, and I get it, Chandler Jones disappeared towards the end of the season, but I want to see somebody else opposite side of Marcus Golden. Now, I know Dennis Gardick's going to be there, but I don't know. Now, Najee Sanders, right? Possibly. I see somebody in the chat here saying, M. Sanders, like they're excited about it, right? They're excited about the possibility of bringing in some players or maybe even draft picks to flourish. So we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens for the Arizona Cardinals. I can foresee us bring somebody in maybe within a week, maybe within 2 weeks. I just hope in this preseason we have a healthy preseason where none of our starters get hurt. Please, can we put some prayers up in the chat below? Please, let's just get through this preseason squeaky clean. Let's focus on the Chiefs on week 1. I don't want to see any major injuries. I really don't. I really, really, really don't. So let's get by. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But going back into what we were talking about, my question to you guys was, who are you excited about in terms of our draft picks? Who are you excited about most coming into the season? So let's take a look to see what we have some people saying. We got Mark Jackson in the house. What's up, Mark? A channel member. What's up, brother? He says Najee Sanders. So he's excited about Najee Sanders in preseason. Now, let me just say one thing. If Najee Sanders actually if he does very, very well in preseason, oh, shut up. We don't need an edge. Throw the young man in there and let's see what he can do. But if Najee Sanders doesn't, or Cameron Thomas, if he doesn't, do well as well preseason, then there's a little room for possibly being a little worried there. But Najee Sanders is a very good, pick to be excited about for sure. Let's see who else we have. We got my guy Lennon Wolf, also a channel member. He says M. Sanders. Let's keep it going here. Mark says, I still think we need a corner. Absolutely. We're going to be talking about the corners and who's still available in free agency here pretty soon. A little bit later on in the draft as well. We got my guy Brandon up here. He says, Keontae Ingram, bro. I'm telling you, next James Conner. Ooh, I love it, Brandon. I love it. Hopefully, right? Fingers crossed. I think that's exactly what we want to hear. Now, to me specifically, Keontae, I think would be awesome, right? I think it would be an awesome asset in the Arizona Cardinals, core or running back core. But the problem is that we got James Conner, and then we possibly have Eno Benjamin, Darrell Williams, and Jonathan Ward. I think in the depth chart that Keontae Ingram, why am I messing everybody's name up? That's on me, y'all. Keontae Ingram is going to be the odd man out. And it sucks to say it, but I do believe it. But I would love to see what he can do in preseason. I'm excited about it as well. But our running back and wide receiving core is stacked, is absolutely stacked. So the wide receivers, they can very well be, trying to fight an uphill battle, which would be pretty hard, as well as the running backs. So Keontae Ingram, hope so, right? I hope so. Hopefully he shines. But we also do have right behind James Conner, Darrell Williams, Eno Benjamin, and Jonathan Ward. We've seen Jonathan Ward make a super crazy catch last year. We've seen Eno Benjamin and what he can do. I love it. And then we have Darrell Williams, which a lot of people are very excited about, right? Coming from Kansas City, had 600 plus yards. So we'll see. We'll see. We got my guy Leonardo says, I am really excited for Trey McBride. All right. Love it. Trey McBride, man. Let's go. Let's go. The thing about Trey McBride is I think he might be hurt, but Cliff Kingsbury says that he thinks that he might be a go in the first preseason game. So that's exciting. That's absolutely super exciting there. Let's keep it going here. Jordan P, what's up, Jordan? He says Keontae is Melvin Ingram 2.0. Not really like James Conner at all. All right. Let's keep it going here. We got my guy Kyle says cards are bad. Love it. Love it. Let's keep it going to the comments. And then we're going to talk about, so we're talking about our favorite rookie that we're excited about seeing in preseason. That's what we're talking about right now. So if you want to definitely go ahead and put your input in the chat, definitely please do so. And then we can talk about, who's available, cornerbacks, edge, anybody. Let's see here. Chan says, didn't we sign a corner from the Packers? Yes, we did. Josh Jackson. And we don't really know what he really is. He was very highly scouted in the draft. I believe he was a second round pick, a very high second round pick, but we don't really know 100% what he's going to pan out to be. There you go. There you go. My guy Meme Source coming up clutch. He says, not a rookie, but he's excited to see Greg Dortch play. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this right here. All 45 of you in the chat right now. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, this is your first time on the AZ Sports Fan here, do me one huge favor. Smack that like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. I need to get that out of the way right now. We are on the road to 9K and then 10K. So definitely do me one huge favor. Smack that like button and subscribe. Now, I did recently post a video about Greg Dortch, possibly a rising star. And I appreciate you, Meme Source, for going ahead and put that shameless plug in there. He says, not a rookie, but he's excited about Greg Dortch coming in this preseason. Now, Greg Dortch has had a lot of people had their heads turn and be like, oh my goodness, this guy's making plays. Now, like I mentioned a little earlier in the stream, on Monday, I was at training camp and I was like, who is this guy number 83? I didn't have the booklet. I didn't have the booklet with me. Now, I know, Greg Dortch had a different number last year. I believe it was 38. He had a different number. So I was like, who is this guy? This guy's making mad plays. 2 touchdowns. And then the rest of the week, you hear highlights of Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch did this. Greg Dortch did, and that's going to be with Trace McSorley throwing the ball to him. And that's with maybe Colt McCoy throwing the ball to him. No, it's more Trace McSorley more than anything, but that's absolutely amazing. I'm excited about it. I really am. Hopefully, we can have him in the 53-man roster. I know I talked about the wide receiving core being very stacked. It's definitely going to be up against them, but this might be the year that we might not see Andy Isabella make the 53-man roster. Maybe he might. I'm not quite 100% sure, but this might be the year because Greg Dortch has just done that much more, in my personal opinion, just the consistency. Now, he's 5'7". He's got quick feet. He can cause separation. He is good for what his stature is. So I'm excited. Great call out there, Meme Source. Great call out. Let's keep it going here. Let's see. Jordan P says, Maji Sanders all day. Dennis Gardick said he's even trying to learn some moves from Maji. There you go. Jordan P coming up clutch. That actually makes me excited. Love it. So Maji Sanders coming in as a rookie. And then we got Dennis Gardick saying that he's even learning moves from him. Exciting. Okay, good stuff. Chris, what's up, Chris? He says, shout out to the AZ Sports family. I am ready to see what the rookies can become. Smash that like button. Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you so very much. Shout out to the AZ Sports family, 110%. Thank you so very much for being here. Smack that like button and subscribe for more AZ Sports Arizona sports content. More Cardinals more than anything. Let's keep it going here. We got Phoenix Bias down here. Says, I know you're talking rookies, but what do you think about how Murray is going to be? Good question. I'm excited to see what Murray is going to shake out this year, right? Fourth year of his, time in the NFL. I think it's all up from here. I mean, the only really knock that I have on Kyler is that he can't stay healthy. Like, that's the only thing. And maybe sometimes the grumpy cat attitude sometimes. But if things go our way, if things kind of work out, everything looks good for the Arizona Cardinals. It's just we need to make sure that we're adjusting in all sense of the imagination, and that puts it on the coaching staff, and it also does put it on the players as well. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Kyler Murray is going to do for his fourth year. We got Leonardo says, miss Kirk a lot, but happy that he got that bag. 100%. 100%. All right, let's move off from the rookies and let's talk about big needs. Let's talk about big needs for the Arizona Cardinals here. Now, there's some people saying, hey, no, we're good. There's some fans that are like, nah, bro, we're good. We're good where we're at. Don't worry about it. Our offensive line is fantastic. Our quarterbacks are cool. And then people are saying that our edge are cool. Now, me specifically, I'm usually one to panic a little bit, maybe before sometimes. It's just my personality, I guess. I always like to over prepare. I always like to make sure that I have a plan in place in case things go awry. And in my personal opinion, the Arizona Cardinals shouldn't be any different. We can take a look to see who's available still right now. Let me take a look here. All right, let's take a look to see who's still available. I use a website that's very, very up to date for the most part. Let me see if I can find it here. I think this is the Pro Football Network's, but maybe not this one. Yeah, they have it listed off completely wonky. So let's get out of this one. 1 second. It's June. I think this one's pretty up to date. Yeah, I think this is pretty up to date. Okay, so when we're looking at the cornerbacks, the available cornerbacks right now, we got Kevin King, Xavier Rhodes, Janoris Jenkins, Richard Sherman, Joe Hayden, Deontay Dion. Don't really know him very much, I'm not going to lie. Pierre Desir and AJ Bouye, Desmond Trufant, Robert Alford. That's a familiar name for the Arizona Cardinals. Those are the top names that I'm seeing right now for the cornerback role. And I think if you're going to ask me, or maybe the average Arizona Cardinal fan, what do you think the biggest need for the Arizona Cardinals is? I think it probably should be cornerback. Now, we're going to see what we have in Josh Jackson. I think Marco Wilson is going to obviously be a starter, regardless of what Cliff Kingsbury said. He's going to be an automatic starter because we don't really have very much other options, really. We got Byron Murphy that it's probably going to be primarily in the slot more than anything because that's where he thrives. So what we need to look for is a veteran cornerback. And obviously Marco Wilson being on the outside as well. At least have 3 cornerbacks that we can say, okay, I feel confident with these 3 going into the season. Now, from the list that I actually mentioned, the one that kind of really screams out to me is Joe Hayden. Now, he's 34 years old, and I talked about Joe Hayden in a video I posted, I believe it was earlier this week or maybe last week, talking about the free agents that are still available. I would love to get the opportunity to bring him in there. I love what he did in Pittsburgh. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Pittsburgh Steelers, the team in general, just because I still have a little PTSD of what happened in the Super Bowl 43. I'm not over it. But I like his play. I like that he could be that bridge cornerback for the Arizona Cardinals. It's not a like future solution, and I think we're all aware of that. It's not a future. It's not going to be like, oh my God, he's going to be our cornerback forever. No, it's a bridge cornerback, so we could maybe possibly see somebody in the draft. And I think Joe Hayden will be a shoo-in for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, it might take him a few weeks to adjust to what Vance Joseph wants to do. Now that might have some, kinks. So that's why I would rather him jump into the train sooner rather than later. And I guess that's my personality of always trying to be prepared in case something goes awry. So I would like the idea of Hayden personally. Now let's take a look to see what other people say. I got my guy Edward up in the house. He says Jenkins. Okay. Janoris Jenkins, Jackrabbit. All right. We got my guy Leonardo says Xavier Rhodes. All right. David P says I really like Jackrabbit Jenkins. Meme Source says Richard Sherman would be my pick to mentor the others. See, and that's the thing too. Like, I know Richard Sherman's getting up there in age, but man, he's got that attitude, man. He's got that I don't give a flying, you know what I want to say, attitude. And that's one thing I really do like about Richard Sherman. Now, he might be getting burned like Patrick Peterson used to in the last year on the Arizona Cardinals roster, but I like what he does bring to the table, right? That veteran leadership, that, I hate to say the word swagger. I hate it, I know, but he brings that. He brings it. So maybe, right? I don't mind that at all. Let's keep it reading here. We got Classy Nasty saying Joe Hayden and Robert Alford. Robert Alford, I love because being familiar with Vance Joseph, and I think that would probably be the easiest route if the Arizona Cardinals did take that route, if they brought him in. The biggest problem is that the health, man. Like, we've had him for 3 solid straight years. He signed a 3-year contract. Injured, and then we released him, and then we re-signed him to a 1-year deal, and then he got injured again. It's like, dang, it's unfortunate. It really is. It's unfortunate for Robert Alford because when he's out there, man, he's actually pretty good. He's actually pretty good in the system. He does really well. He just can't stay healthy, and I think that's one of the biggest knocks on Robert Alford, and that might be why he's an available free agent right now, because he's been hurt the last 3 years, and if you can't play, nobody's going to want to put you, nobody's going to want to pay you. Classy Nasty says Joe Hayden as a starter, Robert Alford for depth. Ooh, I like that. Keep him on the bench until needed. Ooh, I like that. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting right there, my guy. That's interesting. Ernesto says, wasn't Robert Alford the one who kept getting injured? Yes, he was, unfortunately. Yes, he was the one who kept getting injured. Okay. I see where you're going there. I mean, we got what, $17 million? Maybe, right? Maybe. So those are the cornerbacks that are still available that kind of get my eyes like peeled up. Now let's take a look at the edge position. Now, if you look at edge, we got Trey Flowers, right? Trey Flowers is still available. Let's see who else is still available. Let me look down here. We got Jason Pierre-Paul, JPP. Ooh, that's interesting. JPP. Okay, so Trey Flowers, JPP. Is it Carl Nassab? I think he came from Las Vegas. Tack McKinley. We did actually work Tack McKinley out, but it's weird because we really didn't hear anything after that. It almost kind of seemed like, oh, okay, it kind of went away. But I would like the idea of possibly bringing Tack McKinley in. He's still really young, 26 years old. He played for Cleveland last year, and then he spent the most of his career within the Atlanta Falcons. So there's them, and let's see who else is available. Pernell McPhee and Everson Griffin. I think, no, Everson Griffin is still available. I believe he's still available. Now, there's Ndamukong Suh, but he plays more of the interior. I don't think he got picked up recently. And then we got Benson Mayowa. So, we got some people, y'all. We got some people. Honestly, there's some people out here that are still available for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly target. It's just like, why aren't we? You're right. Why aren't we targeting them right now? So I guess that's the kind of biggest knock right now. It's like we got the holes. We got the holes. And I think somebody earlier in the chat said offensive line, they want to still get depth pieces. And I don't blame you, right? Depth pieces is going to be where it's at. And I think that would probably be the best way to go and say we do need some depth pieces in the defensive line. Let's keep reading into the chat here. Now, one thing I want to quick plug in real quick, just because we have 50 people in here right now, just FYI, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing regular season ticket giveaways. At least one game per season. I'm sorry, one game per month. Now, if you are not a member of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, I highly recommend you do so because we are giving away regular season tickets. There's going to be 2 tickets in a parking pass, absolutely for free. All you need to do is become a channel member. It's $3.99 for the entirety of the month. Or if you want to go for the second tier, which is I believe is $9.99, and then the next one is $14.99 for the month. Now, granted of what tier you get into, you either have like 1 name put in the poll, 2 names in the poll for the second tier, and then the third tier, you're going to have 3 names put on the poll as well. So kind of keep that in mind as well. So if you do want to get a chance of possibly winning a free ticket to any of these home games here in Phoenix, highly recommend you become a channel member. All you need to do is there's a blue button. It's right next to the super chat. So if you go to that little $ where the super chat is, there should be a blue button that says join. Click on that. Look at the memberships. You'll be able to use emojis, all this different stuff, and all the other perks that come along with doing it. We're also possibly going to be doing fantasy football again. We're going to be doing fantasy football again for channel members. So if you're interested in any of those perks, definitely go ahead and become a channel member. I appreciate you. It helps the channel grow out, and then helps us do more giveaways like what we're doing this year. So that's the quick shameless plug, just FYI. All right, let's keep reading into the comments here. We got my guy David says JPP and Danny Shelton. I like Tack as well. Yes, I definitely don't blame you for sure. Viper Wolf says, do you think we'll see Kyler play in preseason? I talked about this a little earlier in the stream. So this first game, I think we'll see Kyler Murray maybe about 2 drives. And I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing here. We don't really 100% know. We're going to know more as the week follows through, and I'll obviously keep you guys updated. I think we're going to see Kyler Murray in the starters, maybe about 1 or 2 drives. Second game, maybe a quarter, maybe. And I'm only saying these things because that's the trend that we've been seeing the last 3 years. So I'm only going based off trends, but I don't 100% know. The third game, nah. I don't think we're going to see any starters in the third game. It's literally just going to be people fighting for, positions, try to make the 53-man roster, the drafted players, the undrafted players, people that are coming in on 1-year deals, those type of players we're going to see in game 3. But for game 1 versus Cincinnati, I do believe that we will be getting some playing time for Kyler Murray, at least maybe a drive or 2. I don't expect anything crazy. I'm only assuming that we will be getting more of a workload for Kyler Murray in game 2. It's just, and the only reason why I say that is because that's kind of been the trend of what we've been seeing. Just FYI. Let's take a look here. All right, let's keep it read to the comments here. Hopefully yes, I agree. Hopefully. Phoenix says you're awesome. Well, thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate you. Edward says JPP is looking hot. Well, I agree. Yeah, JPP. Honestly, JPP is definitely a player that I'm have my eye on. Honestly, now are they going to bring him in? That's a completely different story for a different day, right? We don't want another Terrell Suggs situation where we brought him in and he literally just laid a goose egg. He came in and collected the bag and he dipped. We obviously don't want that. But we'll kind of have to wait and see. Let's take a look here. Kyle up here says we should go after Joe Hayden. Facts, bro. Facts. Absolutely. All right, let's jump onto here. Now, are we going to see Joe Burrow? We might see Joe Burrow. Now, obviously, every like head coach does things differently. You have Sean McVay that doesn't play any starters. Like Sean McVay and the Rams, they don't do any starters in the preseason games, and that's literally up to them, right? It's the head coach's decision. But I do think Cliff Kingsbury does things differently. I think that we might see a little, Kyler Murray, maybe a drive or 2. Game 2, we might see him a little longer, maybe about a full quarter, maybe half a quarter. And then game 3 is definitely no starters. It's just what I'm guesstimating. Leonardo says, any updates on Marquise Brown? Yes, there is updates. So if you guys don't know, Marquise Brown ended up getting arrested for criminally speeding on the 101 here in Phoenix, Arizona. I believe that was 2 days back. He did end up getting booked, but he got released. So he got released that same day. He was actually in training camp yesterday. He wasn't in any pads or anything like that. He was more sidelined more than anything, but he is out. There was talks, and obviously there was questions asked to Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury ended up saying that Like he should know better type of thing. And it seemed like it was handled obviously off camera more than anything, and that's fine. So he's back. I'm assuming he's got a fine. I'm assuming he's got a court date, but everything seems pretty good as long as Hollywood Brown can stay healthy. I think we'll be able to see him in week 1. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's see here. Mark Jackson coming up clutch says Brown's court date is the 23rd. There you go. Yep. So he does got a court date, 23rd. So we'll see. We'll see. You guys are coming clutch with all these questions and these chats. Appreciate you guys for being here, by the way. Thank you so very much. Let's keep it reading into the comments here. In terms of like any else available players, that's kind of like the extent, right? I don't think we want to get too crazy when we're looking at different players because like our team is good. Like offensively, like our team is actually pretty freaking good. Our wide receiving core is amazing. Our running back core is actually pretty darn good too. Like we're not going to get the respect, and I get it, but James Conner, like if you don't know James Conner and what he did for us last year, then I don't know what to tell you, right? James Conner is amazing. Now, whether it's going to be Darrell Williams or Eno Benjamin, that's kind of remained to be seen. And I think that's where those are the big battles that I'm excited to see in preseason. We're going to see who's going to be the second running back. We're going to see who is going to be the edge players. Because as of right now, I think it's Marcus Golden and Dennis Gardig. But if Najee Sanders actually turns out to be very good or Cameron Thomas becomes very, very good, then dang, right? I mean, we'll have to kind of wait and see. Is anybody... So, question for you guys. Do you guys have any... Are you guys more excited to see Cameron Thomas, or are you more excited to see Najee Sanders playing edge? Because Keim did say that he drafted him under the assumption that they're both going to be playing edge. So maybe that's probably one of the main reasons why we're not bringing people in. Maybe they've seen some good things from Najee. Maybe they've seen some good things from Cameron Thomas. I don't know. Lennon says Sanders. Okay. We got Chance saying both. Okay. We got Classy Nasty saying Najee. Jordan P, Najee. It's not even close. Najee is way better. There you go. Like, our offense is great. It's the defense where I'm a little concerned with more than anything. Like, the defense is where I'm concerned with personally. But our offense is dynamite. As long as we can stay healthy, like, we're good. Like, we have Kyler Murray, ladies and gentlemen. Kyler Murray, top 10 quarterback in my eyes. We have a running back that just has an eye for the end zone in James Conner. This man had 15 plus touchdowns last year. DeAndre Hopkins is going to come back healthy. AJ Green, Trey McBride, Zach Ertz, Max Williams, Rondale Moore coming into his second year, Hollywood Brown. It's like we got weapons for days, y'all. Weapons for days. Our offense is going to be good. You know what I mean? Our offense is going to be good. It's just a matter of, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, right? Biggest knock on Cliff Kingsbury is that he's not adjusting. Hopefully he can do so coming into this year because it's the 4th year of Cliff. It's the 4th year of Kyler Murray. It seems like Kyler Murray is actually starting to have more power, I guess I would say. Kyler Murray seems to now have more, I guess, power, I guess is the best way to say it. He's starting to have to maybe do some play calls, adjusting people, moving people around depending on what defense they're seeing out there. So that's exciting, right? That's exciting on its own. Kyler Murray is going to be not in charge of it 100%, but he's going to be taking some workload off of Cliff. So that's exciting. Let's keep it going here. Jordan P says, did you see what Cliff said about Rondale? No, if you could actually recap, Jordan, and the biggest reason why, one of the worst things about these press conferences is that I cannot hear. I can't, unless you have earbuds on, you can't hear what the question is. The asking, you're only hearing Cliff. So if you can tell me what they said in the chat, I would absolutely appreciate it. I actually watched the entirety of his press conference today. I couldn't hear the questions. I couldn't hear them at all. So definitely let me know in the comments, y'all. Definitely let me know in the comments. Chances, I'm concerned D-Hop might not be the same D-Hop we know because of his injury, but I hope No, I have no doubt. I honestly have the confidence in the world. DeAndre Hopkins, he's gonna take it up a notch. Trust in that. DeAndre Hopkins is going to ball out. Trust me. We'll be good. We'll be good. All right, Jordan P coming up clutch. He says Cliff said Rondale was upset about his role last year and that he thinks Rondale will break out in his new. Let's go. Let's go. And see, and this is the problem, right? This is the problem when we have so much wide receivers. And well, it's not a problem in the eyes of our team is great, but it's a problem for players because there's so much people that are brought in that it's sometimes hard to get playing time. Now, Rondale Moore specifically, I like what I've seen from him in college. I love the flashes that we've seen from him. But the problem with Rondale Moore is that it wasn't Rondale Moore's problem. The problem was that Christian Kirk was that slot guy. And then we had AJ Green and then we had DeAndre Hopkins. And it's kind of the same thing where I feel like I'm very confident in Greg Dortch, but Greg Dortch is not going to get the opportunity unless somebody gets hurt. But I love it. Rondale Moore getting upset about his role last year. Let's go. Heck yeah. That gives me more excitement because a guy that wants the opportunity, a guy that wants to kind of excel, the guy wants to be great. Let's freaking go. Love it. Now, Cliff Kingsbury, I know he did say that Rondale Moore will be taking the role of Christian Kirk. Let's go. Let's go. That's great. That means that means a whole lot of Rondale Moore, ladies and gentlemen. That means a whole lot of Rondale Moore, and you gotta love it. A guy that wants to get on the field, gotta love it. I just wish he can stay. I just hope he can stay healthy. Hope he can stay healthy throughout the entirety of the season because that's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we want. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's get this going. Appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know, Jordan P. I did remember him saying that. I just didn't know that was the question for Rondale Moore. Chances Rondale Moore super underrated. Hopefully, man. Hopefully he breaks out. I'm really excited about it. 59 people up in here. Let's go. We got the bird game coming back up. We got the people excited about the Arizona Cardinals now. 59 people up in here right now. Let's go. Appreciate you guys for being here. If you guys can do me one huge favor, smack that like button. Smack that like button, subscribe. We're on the road to 9K. And then hopefully we're going to be able to get to 10K by the end of this year. I'm very optimistic. I'm very hopeful. So if you guys haven't already, smack that like button. It helps out the channel grow out tremendously more than you know. And then become a channel member and get a chance of winning a regular season ticket this coming September, this coming August, this coming November, and this coming December as well. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's see here. Viper says, who do you think will take the biggest step forward? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Who's going to take the biggest step forward? I want to be optimistic here. I want to be optimistic, and I'm hoping and praying that Marco Wilson is going to take that extra step. And the biggest reason why I'm taking that, optimism here, fingers crossed, the biggest reason why is because I want Marco Wilson to succeed. I do. So I hope and pray that he's going to be the guy that's taking that next extra leap for us. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Here we go. Kenny Wilson coming up here as a channel member. Clutch. Appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Kenny Wilson, thanks a lot. I'm assuming you heard about the giveaway, the ticket giveaway. Thank you so very much for becoming a channel member. Thank you so very much. Make sure that you are keeping your eyes on the community post. That's where I'm going to be, telling you guys who wins, what games are going to be a go. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, and then we got a super chat coming in here from Mark Jackson. Woo-wee! Let's go. $5 super chat. Let's go. Let me give some thank yous. I haven't done this in a while.
Got him! Got him!
Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the channel membership. Thanks a lot. We got my guy Mark Jackson says, can I do a shameless plug for our sports blog? We are doing what TCO. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, put it in the chat for sure. I got you. I love, yeah, shameless plug, 100%. Yeah, go ahead. You're good, Mark Jackson, for sure. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let's keep it going onto the chat here. Let's take a look. Let's keep it reading into the comments here. Okay, so shameless plug right here, since I see it right now. Oh my God, it went quick. Mark Jackson. Here we go. AZ Sports Underground. There you go. Shameless plug. There you go, Mark Jackson. If you want to, you can definitely go and give more information on the chat. I definitely don't mind, man. You're good people. You're good people. All right, let's keep it with the comments. Chance. I think Jalen Thompson will step up the most. Ooh. Dude, I would love it, right? I think a lot of Cardinal fans are excited about Jalen Thompson, right? Buda Baker, Jalen Thompson, the back. 2 best safeties in the NFL. Everybody knows Buda Baker, but they're going to find out who Jalen Thompson is this year. I'm excited. Meme Source, what's up? What happened to the real estate sponsor? So when you're a sponsor, you're only a sponsor for a certain period of time. So it just kind of ran out more than anything. And obviously with the time of no Arizona Cardinals talk, like there isn't really much benefit for anybody to jump on during that time because there's no streams, there's not really much videos. But if you can tell, I'm ramping up, y'all. I'm ramping up. We're only just getting started with the videos. We're only just getting started with the lives. So I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. Here we go, Terry. Terry up in the house. Hopefully you're feeling a lot better. Terry, thank you so very much for being here. Here's the first winner of Ravens versus Arizona Cardinals. Congratulations in the chat below. Thanks for being here, Terry. Thanks a lot. Oh, no, we got bots in here. So I guess that's pretty exciting, right? We got some bots up in here. Usually we don't have any bots unless we're good people. So let's see about blocking these people and put them in timeout. Let's do that. All right, cool. All right, let's keep it reading to the comments. We got Ernesto saying, what do you think our record is going to be this year? Oh, man, that question haunts me, bro. That question haunts me. I don't know. Like, I want to be very optimistic. Like, I want to be very, very optimistic. Yeah, I'm not gonna answer it because I'm gonna make a video about it. So I'm gonna leave you in suspense. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna be that guy, but I'm gonna make a video about it. So I'm not gonna say anything, but I will let you know my last prediction coming through. Terry with the super chat. Let's freaking go. Terry with the $10 super chat says winner in the house. There you go. Well, this is proof, right? That if you are a channel member, which you can tell with the emblem on top of, we're next to Terry's name with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. This is real, right? We're giving away tickets absolutely for free. All I ask is that you become a channel member. It's $3.99 for the month for the possibility of winning. And literally, when I had this last like drawing, it was like 7-8 people in there, y'all. Like 7-8 people. So this would probably be the best time to become a channel member if you live in Phoenix. The biggest reason why is because the odds are pretty darn good. Because I have like a good amount of channel members. They haven't been very active because the Cardinals aren't been out there. So if you do want to possibility win, this might be the chance to do so because it's $3.99 for the month. And maybe you can win tickets to either the Chiefs or the Rams. So appreciate the super chat, Terry. Thank you so much. Thoughts on Zaven? Honestly, thoughts on Zaven? Ooh, that's it's my scapegoat here, right? I want Zaven to succeed. I've been hearing some not negative things and not bad things about Zaven, but more things that doesn't leave me confident in what Zaven can do coming in this year. But I think he's going to be a starter because expectations are there, right? You're a first round pick, young man. You're probably going to be thrown out there. Now, I'm excited to see what Isaiah Simmons is going to do. He's a star linebacker, so we'll see what his role is going to entail. But I hope Zaven can prove everybody wrong. I hope so. Please, 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 please. Oh, here we go. We got a Bengals fan up in here. We got Shiesty Sports saying, "Who day? What's up? Appreciate you for being here. Thanks a lot." Alex up in the house says, "Hey, oh bird gang. What's going on, Alex? How y'all doing? We're good, man. We're just chilling. We're just chilling, talking Arizona Cardinals." Mark Jackson, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you so very much for everything that you do. Thanks for being here. Let's see here. There's a lot. These chats are coming in hot, y'all. Appreciate the super chatters. If you do super chat, sorry, another quick shameless plug. If you do, it makes it easier for your comment to be pinned. Just FYI. Biggest reason why is because comments are coming in, right? I'm only one person, so just FYI. It does help the channel grow too. Edwin coming up here talking all sorts of nonsense on the Rams. No, my God, no. Cardinals got this year. Right? Don't worry about us, my dude. But appreciate you for being here. Juan says, "Go Cards, baby. Let's go." I'm excited. Terry says, "I'm excited about our first game in a week." Absolutely. As you should. As you should. Please let me know how it goes. Thank you for, obviously being in the stream, Terry. Let's see here. Mike the Cardinals, you did. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Jordan P says Dave Pash. Oh, here we go. Dave Pash said he had people tell him Jalen has surpassed Buddha. Ooh, what? Dave Pash said he had people tell him Jalen has surpassed Buddha this year. Show me it. Show me first. Don't tell me. Show me on the field. I would love that, though. I would love that. Kenny up in the house with the $5 super chat. Let's freaking go. He says, laugh aloud. I'm going to the Rams game this year from out of town. So first game, get to go. But been a fan for a minute. Love the channel. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you so very much for being here. Appreciate you. You're going to love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Now, me personally, I don't know if I'm going to Chiefs or I don't know if I'm going to Rams. So I'll let you guys know, though, which one I do decide to go to, just so I know some people want to meet up and stuff like that. But I'll let you know which ones I do end up deciding to go to. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Terry says preseason. Yeah, preseason is fun. 100%. You get a chance to see the rookies. You get a chance to see the undrafted players. You get a chance to see people that might not make a roster spot, but maybe shine. You do see some great things in preseason. So have fun. Definitely don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Ooh, good question. SBK, great question. Great question. How do you feel about Kyler Murray's contract clause getting taken off? It should have never been put on to begin with, honestly. It should have never been put on to begin with. It really shows, what's the best way? It really kind of shows, like, I don't know, like the dysfunctionality, I guess, the dysfunctionality of an organization. Like, if we were really to detract that quick because of all the flack, of all the hate, of all the criticism that was put out there, then why put it on there, right? Like, if it was put on there for the sole reason that you really believe that this needed to be on there, then keep it on there. But because the Arizona Cardinals retracted it, and because we kind of hid in the corner, I don't know. I think I have more of a problem of adding it and then removing it as opposed to just being on there to begin with. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's weird. I would have rather them not put it on there at all. But adding it and then removing it like a week later it's just weird, man. It's weird. Let's see here. Let's see. Terry says I was raised in LA. Rams always was my team, but Cardinals rule. All right, appreciate you for being here, Colt McCoy. Let's keep reading to the comments here. Man, these comments are flooding, y'all. These comments are flooding. Thank you, y'all. Thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks a lot. If you guys haven't smacked that like button, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. Please do so. We're going to be doing a lot of content, Arizona Cardinals related. Trust me, it's only the start here. We're on the road to 10K on this channel, and we cannot do it without you guys. Yeah, appreciate you. Okay, now I see a different. No worries. Yeah, I mean, we all got opinions on it, right? We all got opinions. But it's all good, man. Appreciate the question. I want the Cardinals to play now. Facts, Gustavo. Absolute facts. What do you think about Hopkins 6 games? Dude, social media got mad crazy. Like, this whole Deshaun Watson thing getting 6 games, but I know it's like it's getting appealed by like the NFL and he might get longer, but being that he got 6 games and that DeAndre Hopkins got 6 games, it's just a whole mess right now that's kind of back and forth. So I don't like it. Obviously, DeAndre Hopkins seems to be really those guys that he's just like, hey, it's not, I didn't mean to do this. You know what I mean? I believe DeAndre Hopkins. I really don't. I don't think he intentionally did anything to do anything. It sucks, right? It sucks not having DeAndre Hopkins, possibly one of the best wide receivers in the NFL for the first 6 games. But I'm hoping Hollywood Brown, I'm hoping Rondale Moore and AJ Green can kind of take over. I'm hoping. This is it. Right here. Jordan P. Right here. I made a video about this earlier too. If Rondale Moore breaks out, we will have the best offense in the NFL. If Rondale Moore breaks out, we will have the best offense in the NFL. This is a video that I actually mentioned earlier. Our X factor, the X factor of the Arizona Cardinals has to be Rondale Moore. Has to be Rondale Moore. We know what Hollywood Brown can do, right? We know what Zach Ertz can do. We know what DeAndre Hopkins do. We know what AJ Green can do. We know what they could do. The biggest mystery right now, not the biggest mystery, but one of the mysteries on our offense is Rondale Moore. And if he can give us that production of Christian Kirk and then some, oh my God, watch the heck out. Watch out. Let me tell you that right now. Watch out. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Rondale Moore, man. Ooh, I'm just excited. Breakout player for me, or the X factor, needs to be Rondale Moore. And specifically, I'm looking at X factor differently than a lot of people might. I look at it as if he shakes out to be the guy that a lot of people want him to be or think that he could become. Dang, this offense is going to be great. This is going to be great. Great. Let's keep reading to the comments here. I just got tickets to the Pats game and I'm sitting next to the tunnel. Woo, nice. Congrats. Awesome. Terry says, I need a new jersey. I need new jersey. Who should I get? Oof. Who do you have? That's the biggest question. Who do you have right now? I forgot Green was on the Cards still. Yeah, he's still on the Cardinals. Yeah, so I mean, we're still pretty good. Like, I mean, yes, DeAndre Hopkins is out, right? Yes, it sucks. It does suck, but we still do have AJ Green, Hollywood Brown, Rondale Moore, Greg Dortch, and Antoine Wesley. Antoine Wesley did get hurt. Hopefully he can come back into preseason. If not, maybe we'll see him in week 1. But it's TBD right now for Antoine Wesley. Okay, so Terry says you have Fitzgerald and Kyler. Ooh. You know what would be fire, Terry? You know what would be great? JJ Watt? A JJ Watt jersey or Ertz? I think those would be great Cardinal jerseys. Watt or Ertz? I'm leaning towards more Watt more than anything. Or Connor. Who? Heck. I'll give you 3. Connor, JJ Watt, Ertz. You're welcome. Let's keep it going here. Hey, I might get an extra ticket for the Bucks game. I'll sell 2 of them at cost. Nice. Yeah, Jordan P. Don't forget our tight end stat. Yeah, exactly. Facts, bro. Facts. Our tight end group is, Max Williams came back. He just got activated. If you guys don't know, what Max Williams just got activated off the PUP list. He's back. Zach Ertz and Max Williams alone, not to mention Trey McBride and what he can bring. Let's go. Let's keep it going here. I got tickets for the Cincinnati Cardinals game. I'm in Cincinnati. Oh, nice. Awesome. Viper, that's cool. That's great. Chances Rondale Moore and Hollywood would be scary. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We got It's Tangy says, I'm going to training camp tomorrow after going to the first one open to fans. I hope I can get more signatures on my Kyler jersey. Cool, man. Well, do your thing. Great. This is a good question. Do you think Trey will get playing time? The only way I can see Trey get playing time is that if Max Williams or Ertz gets hurt. And I'm only going based off of the formations that we've seen our Cardinals do. We usually don't have 3 tight ends in anything happen ever. But things can change, right? I mean, this is the 4th year of Cliff Kingsbury. I'm hoping we can get more, but we'll have to kind of wait and see. I think the only way we'll get Trey McBride to kind of shine the way a lot of people want him to is that there needs to kind of be an injury. And obviously nobody wants injuries, right? Nobody. Ertz is a man. And Max Williams has given us some great games as well. So that's the only way that I would see Trey McBride in a consistent basis. We might see him sprinkled here and there, like a swing tight end. We might see him come in and out. But in terms of like an actual starter, nah, I don't see it. Let's see here. Why can't we just have good news? Roger says. Hey, preseason starts next week. I mean, that's good news on its own. At least for me, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Awesome. Okay, we have made it to the hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. We have 4 likes on Facebook. That's probably the most likes we've ever had on Facebook before. So I appreciate everybody on the Facebook world. Appreciate everybody in the Twitter world. Appreciate all 56 of you. I think we capped out at 65, 60 viewers on this channel. So I appreciate everybody for being here on the YouTube world, all this different stuff. One last quick shameless plug before I let you guys go. Thank you for all the super chatters today. Thanks a lot. It means the world. Thank you guys for the new channel members that came in. Thank you so very much. It means the world. Thanks everybody for smacking that like button and subscribing for, Arizona Cardinals content. Thanks a lot. It means the world. On the world to 10K. One last thing. We are doing ticket giveaways, ladies. Regular season ticket giveaways. All you need to do is become a channel member. That's it. $3.99 for the month. That's it, $3.99. If you want to go to the second tier, you have 2. Your name gets put into the drawing twice. If you want to get to the third tier, your name gets put into the drawing 3 times. So become a channel member. It's $3.99 for the month. Super, super cheap. It helps out the Arizona it helps out this Arizona Sports Fan channel grow out more. All you need to do is hit that blue button that says join. Super, super simple. But that's how I'm going to end the stream here. Everybody, thanks a lot. This was absolutely fun. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a great rest of your day. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I always like to say this at the end of all my streams. Have a great rest of your day, and obviously, go Cards.